Welcome to the second annual Midway University Men's Basketball Media Day for the River Stakes Conference, presented to you tonight by the Brown Barrel Blind Airs. Brown Barrel is a new premier restaurant partner of Midway University, located in downtown Midway. Brown Barrel is offering a 10% discount to students and a 15% discount to faculty, staff, and alumni. To learn more about the Brown Barrel, visit www.thebrownbarrel.com. All right, Coach Joe Krupinski now joins me. Coach, how's everything been so far?
It's been pretty good, Dylan. You know, we're in the middle here of our second week. Excited to get another season off the ground here at Midway, and looking forward to starting up here pretty soon.
It's hard to believe it's already game month for you guys. Time is flying. You guys have been going, as you mentioned, a couple weeks of practice. How's those been so far?
You know, I thought the first week of practice was really excellent, to be honest with you. I thought we played extremely hard. The group has been, it's an older group now. We've been very focused, more so than I think, the previous couple of years, which is a byproduct, I think, of having a veteran team, which has been nice to see. We've kind of reversed course a little bit with some of our offensive stuff, and, defensively trying to, maintain the progress that we kind of made last year. I thought we were a much better defensive team last year than we had been the first couple of years. And now our challenge is to get enough production on the offensive side of the ball to compete with a lot of the high-scoring teams in our league. Our league's really an offensive league first and foremost.
Very offensive league.
And that really hasn't been us the first couple of years. So we need to improve and have good possessions on the offensive end of the floor. So that's been a lot of our focus.
All right, you returned, as you mentioned, you got a pretty veteran team for the most part. You returned two starters from last year, Quan Evans, Caleb Britt. Quan Evans, preseason all-conference this year, and second team all-conference last year. They both made 20-plus starts. What about the importance of them returning, but also the other returners that you had coming back as well?
Yeah, I mean, we're like I said, we're a veteran group. We only have a couple of freshman sophomores that will be in the mix. Most of the guys that will play are juniors and seniors. It's always comfortable as a coach to have some familiarity with those guys, and you have guys who can expect what you're going to get in and night out. I think that's always nice. Caleb and Quan both had excellent years last year. Took a step forward from the previous year, and we expect them now to take another step forward if we want to take a step forward as a team. I think it really comes down to their development and the rest of the junior class to see exactly where we can go. It usually comes down to your junior and senior type of time you have. So in that sense, we're excited about who we have next.
And as you kind of mentioned a little bit, you had some underclassmen this year. How's that meshing process been so far?
Yeah, I think it's been fun. The nice thing about our group this year is that most of our newer guys are guys that were here. We had four of our new players this year actually redshirted last year with injuries, which was tough last year to deal without them, but now they're back, so they've had a year of, most of them have practiced for a year or more than a year. You guys have been around more than that. So, we have two new guys that are really new to the program, and Rico Tate and Donnie Miller. Those are our two new guys that I think will be in the mix to help us. But really, the other guys that are newer to the roster, they're on the roster, they just didn't participate in games last year. So that has made the transition much smoother, I think, and that's another reason why I think we've had good practice early on, is because we haven't had to do a lot of reteaching things to a bunch of new guys. It's really been guys who are around and now they're eligible and healthy and ready to go.
You've obviously got to be happy to see those back. Those faces, they're familiar faces, but they're kind of new faces because we didn't see them last year, obviously. And a lot of those guys, they played in key moments last year. What's that experience gonna take for them to translate that over into this year?
Yeah, anytime you've been through a situation, hopefully you react better to it. Again, we had some certainly you know, four or five close games, particularly in January. You know, we told the team that in our end of the year meetings, we had 4 home games all in January that, man, we were right there. We just didn't win any. You know, and I think, you know, and I think that led to us having a tough last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks of the year were not great for us last year, which was disappointing. You know, usually our teams have improved the first couple years. That didn't happen last year. And now I think the guys, again, most of the team back, they understand what it takes, how, you know, 1 or 2 possessions can really cost you a ball game. And, you know, hopefully they take that lesson and apply it to this year. And don't make those mistakes. We can be on the right side of some of those outcomes. I think if we do that early on, I think it can start steamrolling. And you see it every year in the league. The hot teams kind of stay hot. And I think if we can get on a roll early, once we get into the January, February, I think we'll have a really good shot to have some better results.
Yep. And you kind of touched on it a little bit there at the end. Conference play is always a battle, night in, night out. As Coach Foster said, you never get a free pass. I mean, it seems like a lot of these games are always coming down to the last possession. And what do you think the River State has in store for next year? Obviously, a lot of points.
Yep, I think it is an interesting year because a lot of the arguably the 4 best players in the league last year all graduated. Maybe more than that. I mean, there were a lot of senior-dominated league last year. We saw that in the all-conference voting. The better teams had seniors, with the exception of Coach. Really, there was a lot of guys back there. But the rest of the teams were really senior-laden, and that led them to have good years. Now that we're junior and senior-laden, that hopefully bodes well for us. I think any league is really competitive. I don't care what league, from the Big East and the ACC down to any league in America. League games are different.
They just have a different feel.
Nobody's afraid of anybody in the league. It's the same level. You're going to show up night in, night out to compete. Everybody expects to win every league game that they show up in. I know we do. So it's no different from the other 12 teams. And I also know that even though a lot of those people from last year, the all-league team graduated,
they brought in plenty of other good players.
Well, there are 13 teams in the league that sat around in September and said, "Man, we really got better." Nobody tried to get worse. Nobody went out and said, "We're going to be worse." So everybody's expecting to be good, and so are we. And I think it's going to be a good challenge for us.
And you kind of touched on it a little bit. What are some of the things you expect from your team this season? Obviously, go out there and play hard. That's all you can ask of your team.
Well, I can ask more, and I think we will. I think that's a baseline. I mean, your effort has to be there. We do expect to play hard. We do expect us to compete on every possession and every day. I think you heard some of the guys who just interviewed and talk about that. How it's important to show up every day. I think that's something that, as older guys, they know that now. They can pass that down to the other guys. But we expect to, like I said, maintain the progress that we made on the defensive end while becoming a better offensive team. I think we just had too many possessions last year that we gave away. We can't do that. So I expect us to take better care of the ball and get better shots this year. And I expect us to really play on more of an even keel throughout the year. So we're not a roller coaster team like we were last year.
Coach, that's all we have for you. I know you wanted to say a couple things about the Brown Barrel and thank them.
I do. I appreciate.
We're excited to be here, obviously.
Appreciate JP and Don and everybody here inviting us down and being a part of Midway and Midway Athletics. We have a lot of we have 12 home games this year, and I know a lot of times people come in from out of town and they
Road Warriors, Coach. Road Warriors.
It's nothing new for us, but people do come in and they want to find a place to eat before or after the game. And Brown Barrel and Brian Harris, they've been great to our school and our program, and so we certainly recommend them. Midway's a great town. It's a great college town. And a big reason for that is places like this. As Coach Foster said, I think Brian Harry was the head of officiating in River State. He started the restaurant over there. He's moved on to other things, and now we're hoping that the fans of the River State's safe to be a good fair.
All right. that's Midway men's basketball coach Joe Krupinski. His team opens up the season South Bend at 7 p.m. on October 29th. Home opener is November 6th, 7:30.
7:30 against Simmons. I do want to also mention the Kokomo game, December 7th this year is Military Appreciation Day.
Yep.
So anybody, any military members with an ID get in for nothing that day for that doubleheader. We're trying to do some more promotions. You know, we get a new mascot now, LLD. So a lot of good things happening in Midway. I know I'm excited. I may have to. I don't want to get distracted during timeouts watching the Eagle up there, so I may have to try to focus. Jason talked a lot about focus, so that might be my focus this year. I have to focus on the huddle instead of watching the match.
And also, we want to promote Midway Madness, which is...
Midway Madness. It's happening. Every day is Madness, Dylan. But the special Midway Madness is the 22nd. It's at 9 p.m. Come on up for that. It'll be exciting.
I hear the MC's pretty good. He's top notch.
That remains to be seen.
That remains to be seen. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, that was it, Coach Joe Krupinski. Again, they open up the season October 29th, South Bend. Home opener set for November 6th, Simmons College of Kentucky, 7:30. Hope to see you there and many other home games.
Excellent.
Back here at Midway Men's Basketball Media Day here with Quan Evans, a junior from Louisville, Kentucky. Short drive for you. Last year, Quan was second team All-Conference. First ever All-Conference member for Midway Men's Basketball. Averaged 16.8 points per game, 8.8 rebounds per game. What's it have been so far?
It's been going good. Practice is tough. We all play extremely hard. Like, we just go at each other every time, competition-wise. We're all returning, so like the way it's been going, we're all excited to play hard.
You ready to see another team besides Midway on the other side? Tired of going into each other? All right. This is your third year in the program. You were here year 2. What's the upward trend been like for you, and what's it going to take for this team to continue that upward trend?
Just like I said earlier, we're all coming back. We're all excited, so we just play the game of basketball how we want to play, and we're not really worried about all the other teams. We focus on us, and I feel like we got the skills and talent to go where we want to go.
Yep. What are a couple things that you worked on in the offseason to become a better player, a better teammate, stuff like that?
My playmaking for sure. I think I had way too many turnovers last year, so I'm trying to go lower on those. And being a better leader. KB, we got 2 seniors, KB, Jason. And then I'm a junior now. They call me an OG out there. So I can feel it a little bit. My knees, coach got us running everywhere. But other than that, that's what I'm trying to help that with.
Old man a little bit. What's it like in the River State's conference? It's highly competitive. Faced numerous ranked teams night in. It's never a free pass for you guys.
It's definitely always tough. I like the River State's conference. There's a lot of new players though that I haven't really saw as much because I think there was 5 seniors that left last year. They graduated, so I'm excited to see the new players come in, and be a major factor in the conference.
Yeah, what's it like playing for Coach Krupinski? How's he? He's all right.
He's all right.
He's all right.
He's definitely nice.
All right, that's Quan Evans. He wears number 0. Come out and see him. High flyer. Quan Evans. We're here with Midway Men's Basketball Media Day here at the Brown Barrel. Now with me, I have Jason Gamage, a senior from Riverside, California. You adjusted to the time, all right? You going from Pacific time to Eastern time? How's that transition going?
It was, last year was really tough.
Last year was really tough. This year a little bit better?
Getting better this year.
We're getting better this year?
Alarm clocks. Yes, it's been cool.
That alarm clock comes early though.
I needed it.
Last year, Jason averaged 6.8 points per game, 3.8 rebounds per game. Jason, how's the practices been going so far? They've been pretty competitive.
Practices have been very competitive, a lot of energy, and yeah, I like it. It's been tough.
Tough. All right, good deal. Good deal. The program has this is your second year in the program. The program's obviously gone up each and every year. It's tough whenever it's a new program starting out, but we're starting to get to that point. What's it going to take for this team to continue that run and make a run to the playoffs?
I think the biggest thing would be like focus, like staying focused throughout like the whole game, focus throughout the whole practice, and then also like just focus. All right, focus, like the small details.
You got to bring it for 40 minutes, especially in the River States Conference. What are a couple things that you worked on individually in the off season to become a better teammate, better player to help the team win?
Free throws.
Just free throws.
Free throws. And free throws. Being a better shooter all around.
Being a better shooter. All right. I hear that you asked Coach Krupinski if you could start pulling up from three. How did that conversation go?
Said if it's going in, I can shoot it. So.
You heard that, Coach. You heard that. All right, your second year in the River States Conference. It's one of the more competitive conferences in the nation, in my opinion. What's that battle like playing in the River States Conference? You never get any free passes.
Competition is really good. Last year, there is a lot of good players on the other teams, and I think it's going to be open for us. I think that we have a good shot, especially with the team that we have now, and like the way things have been going, energy and everything. I think we look really good.
Good deal. All right, you are one of the very few, maybe the only, to have played for both of our basketball coaches. What's it like playing for both of them? You got Coach Foster on there, and then you got Coach Krupinski. What's it like playing for both of them?
Two completely different. It's completely different, but like both are good coaches. Both care about you. Foster is the reason I'm here at this school. So both coaches are good people, and
they always got your back. They always got your back. That's Jason Gamage, Midway men's basketball. Thanks, Jason. Back here, final player we're going to interview for Midway Men's Basketball Media Day. Now with me, I have Caleb Britt, senior, number 4, from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Last year, Caleb averaged 11.9 points per game, 4.3 points per game. How's everything been so far?
So far, so good.
You're starting to get some butterflies now that it's game month for you guys. You guys open up later this month.
I mean, I'm ready to get going. No butterflies though.
Ready to get going. All right. How's practice been so far?
Practices, it's really competitive, high energy every day. Guys competing, trying to push each other, make each other better. So we're ready for the tip-off first game.
You guys are ready to see another team besides Midway on that court?
Time to beat up on our guys. Somebody else.
Time to beat up on somebody else. The program, this is your, third year in the program? Third year? I can't remember. I can't remember anything. What's the upward trajectory been like? It's been going up, obviously. What's it going to take for this team to continue that trend?
Obviously, we've been improving every year, and I believe this year for our team, it really starts in practice. Guys are really going hard in practice, competing, pushing each other, trying to make each other better. So I feel like we should have a good year this year.
And staying focused for all 40 minutes, not losing laps or anything like that, bringing us for all 40 minutes of the game. What are a couple things that you worked on individually to become a better player, a better teammate, help the team win?
Individually, I just worked on my all-around game. For the team, to help the team, I just try to get, since I'm the older guy now, I'm a senior, I'm trying to be like more vocal, be a leader, always trying to help each other, help guys know where to go when we're doing specific plays and stuff like that.
You're one of the old guys out there now. You got to be a little bit of a leader out there. This is you're becoming a little bit familiar with the River States. What's it like playing in the River States Conference?
River State's a very competitive conference. A lot of good players, but I feel like our team has a few of those good players. We should be able to compete this year.
Compete. That's what we like to hear. What's it like playing for Coach Krupinski? He yell a lot in practice.
He's all right, pretty easy going.
He's all right, pretty easy going.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. All right, that was Caleb Britt, senior from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Come out and see him.